My name is Jakub Dočkal. I work as a game designer, project manager, and everything else that needs to be done and cannot be bothered. Programmers and graphics cannot be bothered with it. We are very small in the studio. We started in 2013 with a tiny casual mobile game called Save the Snail. It's basic physics games. You drop things down and try to protect snail from harm. After a few more games, smaller games, we made one bigger. It took a year and a half. It's called Defend Your Life. It's tower defense game. Them is based on Once Upon a Time Life animated series. It's quite popular. And after we released it on mobile phones, we decided to port it to PC because we thought that it's already quite a big game and that Steam players would like it. Well, they did, so we enjoyed how Steam works, that you get exposure from Steam, unlike from App Store or Google Play. And our next project was Killing Room. It's strictly PC game. It's reality show FPS game with roguelike elements. And we decided that we have to appeal to YouTubers because, well, we don't think that magazines are not important anymore, but they don't have such power as YouTubers. If big YouTuber tells that your game is good, then his followers will buy your game. Well, I already talked about this probably, but it is really more effective. There is a ton of very popular YouTubers. You can write them quite easily. You can find their addresses. And game appealing to YouTubers will be most likely appealing to players. So they are players. They are not interested in some art form or perfection. They want fun, and players want fun. So if you make game good for them, well, it will be good for players. Well, how did we try to impress them? Not only by this lovely girl, but it's one of the things. First is online voting. It's not entirely unique, but there isn't a lot of games that use it. Players can share their URL with anyone. It's basically for streamers, but not only for streamers. We had Markiplier, YouTuber, use it. He shared URL on his Twitter, and his fans didn't know what's happening. They just came to this site and voted for one of the items. And one of the 4 items that get most votes after the round, Markiplier or any other YouTuber, streamer, or player with friends get the most votes, he get it. There were bad items, it's 2 on the right, and good items, 2 on the left. And players, of course, viewers, of course, most likely vote for the bad ones because they want to see their stars suffer. And even the non-streaming YouTubers used it. And next thing that we tried to do was being very, very visual. This is one of the bad items you get. It's called hallucinations, probably. And it basically once in a minute or 2 minutes shows a unicorn flying from one point on the screen to the second and back. So it disrupts you, but it's kind of cute, I hope. Bad items were quite easy because you can mess with players' vision, but good items we also try to make visual. This is, you probably won't see it very well, but that fridge is transparent and there is a lockpick in it. And if you have these Röntgen glasses, you can see into the locked containers and know if it is valuable for you or not. We also made points of interest, various ones. This is Suicide Booth from one of the most popular animated series today, Futurama. It does not look like that, but it's a point of interest where you can kill yourself. Maybe you are bored, or you hope that you will survive because there is only probability that it will kill you, and you will get some popularity, which is something like currency in our game, because it is a reality show. You are trying to survive in a cruel world, and this reality show that either kills you or makes you very rich is your only chance. We also made sure that we have crazy weapons, this sight, or we have fly swatter. We have dual double barrel guns, and we have things like this that humiliate player if he wants to heal. That text says, "I am a dick" for activation. It's not voice activated, you just have to press E when you look at it, but you lose popularity because you humiliated yourself, but it can help you in a short run, because if you have low health, you would probably otherwise die. This one is my favorite. You can spin a Wheel of Fortune and win money, some good item or 2 bad items, or die. Well, most people die, I don't know why. Or they just complain when they die. And this is one of the things that we are very proud of. It's intro animations of our boss fights, with music and custom animations. They are very, very nice to show you want to see another boss, so YouTuber wants to go back. So just make your features visual, that YouTuber can enjoy it and his viewers can enjoy it. But it's not the only about making a good game for and appealing to YouTubers, but also being able to market it. So we prepared a list of YouTubers and Twitch streamers. We try to find those who could be interested in our game, which is roguelike reality show FPS games, so Binding of Isaac, Tower of Guns, or FPS games, and the biggest YouTubers in the world. You send them a code, and if they don't play it, you don't lose anything, just a little bit of time. So it's worth it. You can write them once, twice, 3 times. And there is one service, it's keymailer.org, and this is a different approach. YouTubers, streamers ask for your keys, but they do it from verified addresses, so if you ever produce game, you know that there are tons of shady people trying to get your codes for, I don't know, review or YouTube video, even though they are not YouTubers, and those codes end up on pages for low price that cripples your sales. Well, results. We were quite happy that we managed to impress some of the biggest YouTubers in the world. The biggest one is Markiplier by far. One of his videos made 2.5 million views. Second, 1.5 million views. But he wasn't the first to reach 1 million. It was H2O Delirious. It was the biggest thing yet for us. We were absolutely happy that even the biggest YouTubers can like our game, which is probably the best thing about the whole game. There were other, and this is data from Steam. This is from Markiplier's videos. The spikes are quite obvious. The biggest one is Launch. Well, quite a lot of people bought it, but these 2 videos from Markiplier made about 10% of our sales from that time. No, overall, so it really is a lot. So we have 3 videos with over 1 million views each, hundreds of videos from small YouTubers, and quite a big impact on Twitch. We had simultaneously 2, 3, 4 videos on Twitch after the release. Streamers loved it even much more than YouTubers, but their impact on sales, we didn't see such spikes as on Markiplier. And back to Keymailer, 2.2 million views generated by videos. It was about 160 videos from 80 different YouTubers, and it's for free. You just give keys that Steam gives you for free. Well, I'm at the end probably. I have last suggestions, hints. If you want to appeal to YouTubers and if you want to make interesting game, so don't panic, send key only to verified email addresses. I talked about it. There is a page, G2A, very famous, very cheap keys, but when people find that your game can be bought for half price, they won't buy it probably on Steam, and if you give codes, you have nothing from it. There is a lot of offers from marketing staff of YouTubers or some agencies that try to find them some income, probably most to themselves, because we get some offer to nice video for 20,000 euros, and we managed to drop it down to 3,000 euros, even though we didn't actually buy it. That gap is quite frightening. You will be tempted, but it won't probably be worth it. And if you want to make a game that is Twitch popular, you should make profile of it quite some time before you release it, because it takes time. You have to make it to some database and upload picture, and it takes time. But we all saw some games that are quite dumb but very, very impressive, funny. Goat Simulator or something like that. That is basically crazy and sometimes dumb. But you don't have to make such a game. You can make a proper game, like roguelike, hardcore game, and try to impress YouTubers and players with some icing on the cake. That's all.